Want some more? Put it here.
Yeah, just put it over there. Okay, folks, we let you sleep in. We've been out here since literally daybreak. I got this thing here ready. I think she is opting for sweet taters. Pulled the old Yeller out, got it fueled. Got a couple plants out over here. And that's okay. You don't have to thank me for letting you sleep in. It's fine, right?
I slept in. I'm no lady. 2 days of hard work works me out.
We're working on our third.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so, okay. All right, so, got these 2 rows up there. Got that right there. And we go back here and take a break. Yes, my dear. Whew, it's humid. It's just like 3 days in a row.
It's very humid. I think we're in for the summer.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I wasn't ready.
Nobody ever expects the
here, hold that.
Inquisition. Oh. Okay, sorry. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a gorgeous morning for sure.
Oh yeah, it's not a bad one.
Oh, sun's still down there. So.
There I was, sleeping. And then cats started running amok over me.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
I was out. Once I went to sleep, I was done.
They're so cute.
Oh, I was tired. It took me a minute to get going this morning. But still early enough that we can get a little bit done.
Yeah, I think you got out here about 6:30.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, we got all the taters out. A couple things we learned. They need lots of more sunshine. The sections that had lots and lots of sunshine did really good. They got, and I think I planted one, then we walked one step, planted one, and that gave them enough room to get big.
Yeah. Well, in a positive note, I was reading online, drinking my coffee, waiting for the sun comes up, and you all will be pleased to know that the Secretary of the Treasury said that the Biden administration is doing everything possible to battle inflation, except for drilling more oil, opening back up the pipelines, becoming energy independent so we can lower the gas price, which will in turn lower everything else. But other than that, they're doing the best they can do.
Wow.
It's like kindergartners. Somebody give them a crayon.
They think we're dumb.
Oh, man.
They really do.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what? We're transitioning this garden in the middle of summer. Why do we do this? Because that's when it's...
Well, I don't know about you, but my wife threatened not to cook me breakfast no more. She says, and I quote, she says, "You're getting fat and stupid. You got to get out there and sweat." That's what she told me.
That sounds like something I'd say.
Hey, it's my story.
That's your story, you're sticking with it, huh?
Oh, for now.
But yeah, it's getting there.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we got, watermelons and cucumbers in. We got green pole beans and peas.
Yeah.
And the melons are coming in. The tomatoes are starting to come in a little bit at a time.
Yeah, well. And
I'm still waiting on my bell peppers, but they're growing and doing what they're doing.
There was a silver lining to it. Louisiana passed a law saying it's illegal to take children into gay bars for trans or whatever strip club things. Texas is following suit. Legislation is moving quickly. Did you ever think that it would be necessary to write a law to keep first, second, and third graders out of, what do they call those bars? Transgender strip bars? Did you ever think that would be something that we would have to do? I got to tell you, there's some nasty people in this world.
Yeah, that should have never even
It's just
I mean, like, imagine, like,
here. You
your
hold that.
kid-
Give me the
your-
water.
Your kid shouldn't even know that stuff exists.
I know,
until
right?
One day he walks by one of those places and goes like, "What the heck is that, Mom and Dad?" or something like that. I mean, that shouldn't be in their vocabulary.
Oh yeah.
Let alone going to one of
I
them.
like how they hijacked God's promise for their flag.
Oh,
Okay.
the rainbow.
After the flood, God promised Noah that he would never again destroy humanity by water. And as a covenant to him, after it rains, God throws a rainbow up. That is God's covenant with man. You like how they hijack that stuff for something insidious?
Yeah.
Is that a word, insidious?
I think you mean insidious.
Insidious?
Yes,
Insidious sounds better.
it's insidious.
Disgusting.
It's a bad thing, you know. They just, I don't know. It's they get you. I mean, we talked about this before, you
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
They get you with,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that makes you a racist, or that makes you a homophobe, or that makes you a terrible human being. So,
But let me tell you, we're going through the Bible for, I don't know how many times. But anyway, I'm telling you right now, and I'm just going to throw this out there, and I don't care who it upsets. I don't believe that Christians have to be non-violent. I believe if you have a just cause, it warrants violence.
well, it's not even violence, really.
Right.
At this point, what the problem is, we've been very permissive of all the things.
But
You know, do what you do,
yeah.
and I'll do what I do, and we leave each other alone. That's not necessarily the case.
But if you think there's good guys and bad guys in Washington, D.C., you are absolutely out of your mind. Dr. Oz is for murdering children, and he's running as a Republican in Pennsylvania. Mother of God, people in Pennsylvania, I don't care who's running against him. You've got to stop this. We can't afford to have any more rhinos in the Republican Party. Oh, it's disgusting up there. Anyhow,
Hey, who you guys?
so what am I doing to this bed right there? I need to till it, right? And you're gonna
I
put
don't
sweet
think
taters?
I don't think you need to tell it. Just kind of mound up the dirt better. It was very soft ground,
All right, I shall
Yeah,
mound
it's
it
very
up better.
soft.
Yes, dear.
and
I'll get my big rake and rake it up.
yeah.
All right.
You need to, shovel it and rake it really nice. Make sure it looks good. and
Whoa.
That's it.
What was that other word you said? I don't recognize that one.
Shovel.
Shovel. I'm not quite sure. Anybody out there know what a shovel is? Because I don't think so.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Look, people. This is how they shut you down. Okay. You say, they ask you, are you, are you a Christian, right? And then they want you to, obviously you believe in the Bible, which says that all homosexual people need to be killed.
Yeah, it does say that.
Okay.
In Leviticus, to be
It-
exact.
It's an abomination.
It's an abomination.
And so if you say that, people say, well, I guess you want every gay people to die.
No,
Okay, but before we start,
that's in an old covenant.
yeah, but before we start with that argument, let's start with a simple argument. Okay, there are people that die for stealing, which was a killing offense back in the day. There's
Yeah.
people that die for murder. There's people that are in prison in what's essentially cages for some minor offenses. So you're okay with that, right? So it's not the punishment that you have a problem with. It's
Yeah.
the punishment is being administered to, that you're having a problem, so to further your own personal agenda. Okay? Now, if we can get past that initial point, then we'll talk about the fact that the Levitical law, there was three kinds of law. The religious, or the what is it? The religious, it's the law that told you what to do during the temple and during everything else. Then you had your moral law, and then your civil law. And while Jesus did come give us save us and gave us a forgiveness for our sins, okay, when he was here, if you read your Gospels, he quoted from the Bible over and over again, and so did Paul, and so did Peter, and so did James, and so did John, and all the people back there. So what does that tell you? It tells you that even though
Sly.
we're no longer being paid in debt for our sins, because the wages of debt is sin. The Old Testament has a code of behavior, you know. So
Yeah.
maybe so. Look, don't engage because they have their own agenda to further, and if they are not willing to have a good not a good conversation, but a intelligent conversation about what the Bible is, what it means, how it applies to us, and all that. Don't waste your
My
breath.
biggest concern right now is good people, Christian people, even people that aren't really Christians but are of good moral values, okay? We have no representation in Washington,
There
D.C. All right? Now, if you remember that, it was taxation without representation, right?
Yes,
We don't have representation in Washington, D.C. right now. We have people that profess to be Christians, and they are not, all right? They profess to be conservatives, and they are not. And I'll go one even a little bit farther. That feller Harvey Milk, I read a thing on him one time, right? Now, he was the gay feller that told everybody, you know, introduce yourself to your neighbors. Let everyone know you're gay. All right, and that's fine, okay? But we went from gay marriage to transgender studies in kindergarten to parents allowing their children, and forget the strip, the gay strip bar, forget that, allowing 5, 6, 7-year-old children to go to a bar in broad daylight and put money down a dude's underwear. This is disgusting, and don't tell me it's not happening because it's online. I've seen it. It happened in Dallas. That's why Texas is going to have to write a law to stop this. But you went from gay marriage to this disgusting stuff in 5 years. I think y'all need to go back to the closet.
There's this book
Oh.
called After the Ball, and it essentially details their plan to essentially normalize homosexuality and all of that stuff in this country. The plan is working.
Oh, it is.
Okay, they're going about their plan and it's working just fine. But here's the deal: when Harvey Milk told all the gay people come out of the closet, so everybody in reality realize that everybody has at least one person in their life that they know that's gay. Our response as Christians should have been love, compassion, and truth.
Right.
Because how do you love someone that really truly love someone? You tell them the truth. Sweetheart, I'm sorry that you're having to go through these mental issues. I'm sorry that you're so very confused. But even though you have all these feelings and all this weird stuff, the law of God says this is a sin, and therefore, I will help you in any way, shape, or can to overcome this, or to just maybe your job is to be your burden. We all get a little burden in our lives. Some of our burdens are harder than others. Our what is it? Our load is light, you know, and maybe a homosexual person's load is a lot heavier than ours.
I don't know that Yiannopoulos guy.
And that's why they buckle under the pressure.
He stopped acting on those things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you have to, if you have those feelings, you'll have to come to the realization that you're gonna have to be celibate.
There you go.
Like Jesus told Paul when he asked him to remove whatever thorn in the flesh it was. He says, "My grace is sufficient for you. Jesus needs to be enough." That's it.
Yeah.
Jesus
But I got to
needs be
tell
enough.
people what you think is going to happen on the midterm election. It's not going to happen. They're using January 6th to overturn the Electoral College. And if they overturn the Electoral College, it's going to be ballot stuffing, and that's it. These filthy people, they're in charge right now. They're in power, and they're not going to give it up. All right? So I think, here, I'm not abdicating violence in any way, shape, or form, but you need to be able or willing to protect what you have. What you have needs to be important to you, all right? yeah, Republicans will compromise on gun laws. Now, that's unconstitutional. It says it shall not be infringed. It means you're not going to tamper with it, okay? So anyone that comes knocking on your door and saying, oh, there's a law, I'm going to come get your AR-15. Now, it's not like I have an AR-15, but if they come knocking on my door trying to take my things, you're illegal, you're a thief, and I will treat you accordingly. I tell you, we need to get back to work, my dear.
I gotta finish pulling up with we gotta put the potatoes in the tractor.
Yes, dear.
And then I gotta weed the melon patch.
Yes, but I think, what was it? Oh, I have a brain fart. Thomas Paine. All it takes for evil to prevail is for good men to do nothing. Now, there are good men sitting into churches and they're doing nothing. So, you know what the end of this story is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let me tell you, and not just in this church, but in all
every church I've been to.
Here's the deal. I hate to say this because there's a lot of these families that they grew up in the church and the children just kind of fade away into something else and they don't come back to the church.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to fix that problem, and we don't know how to. We're sort of, new to the church, so to speak.
Going to it, yeah, but people, look, we're not advocating violence.
No.
I'm just telling you what's going to happen, all right? This is my opinion. This is what I'm seeing happen. And you know what we need? We need less censorship and more honest conversation, like me and my wife have here, all right? We're just throwing out a different view, all right? I'm not hating on anybody. It's not hate speech, all right? But we absolutely need open dialogue in this country, or my firm belief is we're going to a civil war, and there's just no way to get around it. I mean, I heard somebody say yesterday that Joe Biden was not the worst president, and I laughed because I had absolutely forgot about Buchanan. Buchanan took us to a civil war. Look what Joe Biden is doing, people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to work, honey.
All right, bye.
Well, that's what that one looks like. So it's turned and ready to go. Now, next one is over here where the taters were. Okay. Yeah, I ain't gonna get done talking about it. Let me move my tractor. Oh well. Okay, so I showed you that one, and getting pretty close here too. And I don't know, she's saying cover crop. I don't want to cover crop it. I want to grow something else here this year. I'll cover crop it when it starts getting cold. But who knows? I ain't the boss. But yeah, y'all, mind my opinion. And here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna wait till after midterms and you're gonna find out I was right. Ain't a damn thing you can do about it. So that's why I told you, you need to protect your own family, protect your own property. I mean, that's all you can do right now. They're in power, they're not getting out of power. And yeah, you guys gotta understand that this all started, all right, when you people kept tuning in to the liberal media and gave them the sole voice. I don't know, because I don't watch TV, but I can bet you for sure, if you watch the liberal media, you're not getting pictures of little kids shoving money into grown men dressed like women's underwear in a strip bar with a sign in the background that says it ain't gonna lick itself. And that happened in Dallas, okay? So, anyhow, you guys be safe. And you can make your own mind up what you're gonna do. As for me, I suppose I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna grow and I'm gonna give food away to the poor people for as long as I can.
That's the plan, yo.
Right now is water break time. She hosed me off. See, look, yeah, she hosed me off. Oh my gosh, we're not even done, and she's come up with more work to do.
It's what it is. It's that time of year. But you know what? It gets really busy. We have busy times, and then not so much for a little while.
Yeah, but
And then,
yeah,
it happens.
it happens. I got to tell you though, it's like, yeah, you look at Washington. There's a few good people up there, but for the most part, they're filthy. You look at these people, Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell. You got to get these people out of there. And Mitt Romney, he's not a Republican. Liz Cheney, we're not represented. These people stab us in the back. They were elected as conservatives, as Republicans. And every chance they get, they stab us in the back. And now we're to the point where, you watch, they'll do away with the Electoral College, and they're going to use January 6th to do it, and it's game over. From that point on, they're going to say, Kamala Harris already said it, children of the community are of the community. No, they're not. They're my kids. And you got to ask yourself, if children aren't worth sticking up for, what is? I'm an old guy.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. I got to go rake that out.
Gotta get back to it.
You're going to go squirt some water.
Yeah, I gotta finish watering here. Okay.
Oh, look at the cardinal over there. It's beautiful.
Oh, I love that. It's brown.
Yeah.
Oh, how pretty. We get lots of birds here.
We get those blue ones, man. I like those. And those cardinals we get. Then there's another bird that's black with big white spots on it. When it flies, it's like its wings are tipped with black feathers, but the wing is white. And same thing with the tail feathers. There it is. I'm sure you didn't see it, but they're really cool.
You have to have a super fancy camera for that.
I don't know. I don't know how to use this one.
I don't either. I'm shooting that on the thing.
Oh yeah, I know there's a zoom on it. I found it one time, but I don't remember where it was.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, people, I gotta tell you, I was just about done for, and the good Lord sent a little bit, talk too soon. Good Lord sent a little bit of shade and a nice cool breeze. There's some small minutes. Yeah. Taking the wagon back over here to the shed with our daily plunder. And there it is. And there she is. Hey, hold that. You is live.
I got sweet potato slips here. I'm waiting for those. So I got like 1, I think 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's nice. So I'll just wait, you know. I'm hoping that these 2 potatoes will do something else. But this guy is ready to do what he's doing. So I'll wait, and hopefully we'll have some sweet potato slips to put in that bag there. I mean, I'm not fond of sweet potatoes, but it's enough.
Well,
you guys, I don't know what time it is, but I'm sweating and hot and
show them the daily plunder.
Well, let's see, we got red taters. Oh, this ones I pulled because I want to ripen them in the house. And we had taters and taters and taters. And taters.
And taters.
Yeah. So guess what we're having for breakfast?
Taters! I got to tell you something. We'll call this here video Hold What You Have.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Because that's what's going to have to happen. But anyway.
It's good.
Woo, I hope y'all had fun. I did.
It is always fun.
We let them sleep in.
I know, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab some potatoes for breakfast.
Oh.
Let's make I had the kids pull We can't really afford real bacon anymore.
How about a couple of these for breakfast, too, to go in with it?
Well, Mark doesn't like onions with his frittata.
Well, Fib, we'll say they're not onions.
Yeah. It's okay. Hey, you know what? You know, if you have your house and you cook for your kids, you know, you eat certain things, you're like, oh, dang it, kid.
There's always that one kid.
There's always kids that don't like
He will eat a garbage can lid, but you put an onion in front of him and he ain't gonna eat it.
We'll get some big ones, how about that?
Ooh.
So I can, or maybe you get little ones.
Yeah, just get the little ones.
We'll start on the little
Fry them
ones.
up and squish them. I liked those.
Yeah, we'll do that for lunch.
Yeah.
Dinner.
All right, folks.
So yeah, it's good. It's good. We can't complain, y'all.
It's a good day.
Absolutely. Any day that the day the good Lord lets us see another day, it's always a good day, right? Baby?
Oh, he's been really good to us this year. Well, he's been really good to us the last few years. But, yeah, that's not exactly. Well, yeah, he taught us a lot. He taught us that we don't like frozen food. He taught us we don't like flooded out food. Well, we had 2 tough years in a row here.
But you know what? I told a friend, look at your own life. Realize we look at our life. Our lot has been very light.
Yeah.
Very light.
But, looky here, man. See that? I don't know if you can see it. If you ain't got one of those, you need to get it. And it needs to be big enough to run your house. But, yeah. This guy in the Oval Office, I have never seen anybody so inept. I mean, it is almost like he is deliberately trying to hurt poor America. Because if you could think, and I gave you a week to think it out, you could think of nothing that would harm poor people more than what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. People are just...
Yeah.
And you're going to feel it because eventually, you know, people will stop doing things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have. You know, you don't go to the movies, you don't go out to
No.
You don't do things because, you know?
Well, I mean, not only, I think I got, yeah, I think I got like about 2.5 gallons of gas left. That one there I used this morning to load back up into tiller. I filled my tractor up, so I should be able to make it to payday.
Yeah, I hope so.
But then at that, you know, 5 times 15 is what?
What? Math this earlier? You can't?
Yeah.
I think it's like 60.
$60 is what it's going to cost me to fill my gas cans up. 75, something like that. Yeah. It's early. Anyway, people, God bless.
You're asking me to do math this early.
Yeah. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah, enjoy your day.
And remember, take care of your own.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye. I forgot one last thing. Dear Lord, thank you for the air conditioner.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, oh, yeah. Anyway, she's getting ready to cook us something to eat. I smell like a dead fish, so I should probably take a shower. But I think I'm going to sit down and have me a cup of Kofifi first.
Sounds like a plan.
Anyway, y'all have a good one. Don't take nothing I said too serious. It's your life.
That's another fact.
Yeah, we're just out there venting.
Yeah.
Okay, any last words?
Oh, just pray for the world, you guys.
Telling you.
Pray.
I tell you, I do believe that as a society, we are absolutely gonna have to answer to God for all this baby killing and this perverse stuff they're doing with children nowadays. Good Lord. I mean, it's just, it breaks my heart. But oh well, if you watch the mainstream media, you're not getting any of it. Anyway, God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.